Hey Brandon, I hate politics and I hated having it on my Instagram,
You
but
should know at least some about it.
yes, but I guess this is some end time stuff with Trump announcing his peace plan and the president of Israel coming to visit the United States on Tuesday. What do you think about all this happening?
I think it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out because Gantz is coming too, right? Gantz and Netanyahu, the two political leaders in Israel right now, as well as Trump and Kirshner, are going to be having a meeting within the next, probably 72 hours or so. And there's talks about Trump basically agreeing with this peace plan to announce it and what they're going to be doing in the Middle East. Right now, we see the turmoil with the Muslims on the Temple Mount taking place that you won't really see about in mainstream media, and their uprising and their recent declaration just last week about how it's time to wipe out the Israelites and anybody that stands in their way they're going to destroy. If anybody is looking at this situation and circumstance from kind of an end times perspective, you can see that this is the atmosphere politically and geopolitically for something to be set up in place where either we see Psalms 83 or we see this Gog of Magog that's described in Scripture begin to take place. The Muslims have said they want to destroy Israel. They've come out and said it. There was, how many? 8,000? It was about 8,000 people last week?
Probably at least. Pretty close to that.
Yeah, so it's pretty close to about 8,000 Muslims that were on the Temple Mount in Israel declaring that they have a hatred for Israel. They want to destroy Jews and anybody that stands in their way. And now you've got this peace plan that's going to divide these people over in Israel and taking place right now. It's going to be one of those things that can be that catalyst to ignite the conflict where God is going to give and deliver Israel a victory so that they can begin the things that need to take place that we see in Daniel's 70th week. So this is a very big event. If they come out and they do announce this plan, whether or not it's for peace, whether it's for separating, the Palestinians and the Israelites or dividing the land out there, whatever it might be, if it's something that can instigate that conflict between the Muslims and the Israelites over there, it's going to give the opportunity for God to step in and deliver them the victory that we see talked about in Ezekiel and in Daniel. So this is the time that we need to be paying attention to this kind of stuff, because events that take place with the leadership of Israel as well as the leadership of America right now, we should be keeping a close eye on what those things are taking place and examining Scripture to see how those things line up and using wisdom to do it. So very, very big event, something that we should be keeping our eyes on, because based on how it plays out, this could start the clock that we see for the final week that Daniel gives us in that timeline. And the Bible is very specific. When we see a couple of different events take place, the clock will start ticking and we will have specific days until those events wrap up with Christ's return. So we're living in it. And so it should be something that's important to be looking for.